At the top of the show, top of the hour, we heard about the state superintendent's budget wish list. Were you here for that? Yeah, for the state lawmakers. Well, he's recommending a new capital gains tax to help improve schools. So, one program he wants to expand, dual language classes. We've been talking about that, where students as young as kindergartners have at least a portion of their day taught in a foreign language. So right now, 24 school districts have the program. The superintendent's proposing increasing that by another 12 districts. Sounds like a good idea. And he wants to pay the bilingual teachers an extra $5,000 a year stipend to help recruit qualified teachers. Another important caveat there. At 5, we're going to hear from a teacher at a bilingual school in Shelton who says the program is working, and not only for English-speaking students.